Alright, how's it going? So today I'm going to be showcasing how best to properly rotate between Frigg, Meryl, and Tsubasa to best get the best damage you can get possible. Disclaimer, I'm not a content creator, so this video might drag on or might not be as optimal as possible. Audio quality, video quality might not be the best, but I'm doing this just to showcase and be informative, not to be a top tier, content creator, top of the line video. So again, I apologize if this seems drony or monotone or boring or whatever. My intention is just information and to showcase, not to necessarily entertain. So, to start off, I'm going to be going off of a 3-star Frigg, 3-star Tsubasa, and 2-star Meryl. This is my team. This all still works even if you only have 1-star Tsubasa. You just have to work a little bit harder to get the buff, as the 3-star gives you 3 arrows instead of 1. I still dash all 3 times because this kind of chunks with all of this together. But yeah, if you have Tsubasa 1-star, that is fine. You can still get the dash 3 times to get the 15% bonus damage. Also, my trait right now, is the Tsubasa max trait. When I get Frigg maxed out, I will be running this because this is insane. But right now, I only have her at, 2,000. So once I get that, I will be swapping over to the Frigg. So keep in mind that that's my ideal. But I am getting 18% from this, 18% damage bonus from this. So keep that in mind as well. Also, my matrices are not insane. I have basic matrices. I have 4 pepper. They're not maxed out, so I'm just getting the 10%, which you get for completing Chapter 7 on your book. I have, 3-piece Hilda with by Ling, 1 because it's the best right there, so I'm getting 15%. This is irrelevant. These are just 4 SSRs, which is better than blues. And the Echo 4-piece, which you get for your suppressor. Also, you get this from the Battle Pass. If you don't, put whatever you want in there. And this is from upgrading your suppressor. So all 3 of these are readily available in the game as long as you buy the Battle Pass and play the game. But Echo is here just for the 100 discharge that you get from using a discharge on this character, which, if you don't know, it takes 1,000 charge to discharge. So this is about 10% charge just from using a discharge skill on Meryl. Also, this is beating up the charge to do more discharges. This team is focused on discharging as much as possible to capitalize on the bonus 20% of frost attack every time you discharge inside the domain. So 3-star, increased frostiness limit to 15, which is awesome. Also, when using discharge skills in frost weapons in the frost domain, deal 20% of frost attack times current frostiness plus 5, which, if you look at my frost attack, it is 6,000, not insane, but 6,000 frost attack plus, current frostiness plus the resonance, all that jazz, adds up to, it usually hits, I usually get about 20, 30, 40k bonus damage every time I use a discharge for free. It's just free damage for using a frost discharge. So that's why I think you want to run 3 frost weapons at all times. Also, one thing to note is Fimbulwinter, the main domain, the main domain, that rhymed. The domain, sorry, I got distracted. I have ADD. The domain itself has 25% extra frost when using, or extra shatter when using a frost weapon. So you want to be focusing on Meryl as your shatter weapon because she's a frost weapon. She gets 25% more shatter. She also is one of the highest shatter units in the game. You want to be focusing on that. And I got completely sidetracked by that message. I'm so sorry. Welcome to ADHD. So yes, definitely use a frost shatter weapon because you get 25% more. Meryl shatters really good. And so does, surprisingly, so does Frigg. She shatters pretty well as well. So the rotation is going to go Frigg, Frigg, set up the domain, into Tsubasa, set up the buff, into Meryl to hit your damage. Now, if you're in, let's say, Bygone, you're gonna pop this, right? Pop her domain, and then you might see a shield when you deal 5% damage to the enemies. You'll see a shield pop up, and your instinct might be to go into Meryl to discharge and break the shield. In my opinion, that's wrong. You want to go into Tsubasa first because you want to get that discharge off when you charge up with this. So you pop the domain, and then you're gonna dash attack until you build up enough charge, which is gonna be fairly fast, into Tsubasa, and get the discharge off because that's free 20% damage plus frost attack. You get the discharge off, which will freeze everything most likely, and then build up charge again, and then build up your 15% buff, and then you'll go into Meryl at that point. Once you have completely buffed everything, then you go into Meryl, hit a big hit, spin to win, break shields if there's any left, deal damage, then go back into Frigg. So let me showcase that real quick. So I can, show proof of concept real quick, so you don't think I'm crazy. And showcase kind of what I mean by all of this real quick. God, I said real quick like 8 times. Again, sorry, not a content creator. Doing my best to showcase with what I have. It's taking 8 years to load. I will be showcasing kind of the rotation, the idea, and what I mean when I say, rotate between this, that, and the other. Keep in mind, I'm not gonna be here to like win this. Don't be like, well, you didn't even beat the floor. My idea is not to beat the floor. My idea is to showcase. Also, keep in mind this right here, the 1-star, detonates at the end of it. This is important because this hits for like 100, 150k, 100 whatever. So you want to be building up the frostiness as much as possible because you want a big detonation at the end of the domain. So again, let me showcase kind of what I mean by my team and my concept of my team. So we're going to come in. Ooh, that's a good spawn. We're going to come in. We're going to pop the domain. Boom, hit everything. Then we're going to dash attack, dash attack, dash attack, dash attack, all while building up the charge. If you get that thing, the Fantasia in there, cool. But now we've built up our Tsubasa charge. That's when we pop the Tsubasa ult, hit everything for like 30k, come in there, do damage, freeze everything, hit them with the dash attack, build up that the Tsubasa buff, go for the backflip. Then I took too long because I'm explaining, but after you build all that up with the Tsubasa, build up the charge. We'll do it again, but faster. Boom, free damage for building up the discharge. Backflip. Build up. Charge again, and then come in with the Meryl and hit. Boom, big damage. Spin on everything. Hit for a whole bunch of damage. Then go back to the Frigg. Hit everything. Domain up. Boom. Charge up. Boom. 57,000 free damage just for having 3-star Frigg. Boom. Boom, build up damage, backflip. I like to build up the charge again. Boom. Boom. Spin. Maybe you toss that in there. Boom, boom. Back to this. About that. Tsubasa. Into Frigg. Into boom, 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 boom. And that's kind of the idea of what you want to be doing with your team rotation. Again, I'm not content creator. This probably wasn't as, you know, hyper or exciting as you think you want it to be, but also I'm not going to go into a boss and showcase that damage because this is one take. I'm not good at editing, but that's just a showcase of the rotation and everything. I usually do about 12 million DPS in Frontier hard mode. I do about 12 million damage with this team, with this setup. Joint ops level 6 or difficulty 6, I do about 6 million DPS with 50% resistance, so about 12 million. That's about my damage right now. If I was optimal with better matrices and everything, yes, obviously higher. Ideally, I would want, you know, this to be 3-star to get that, but again, that's my rotation. That's how I do everything. The end of the domain blowing up is like 150, 200,000 damage sometimes. Tsubasa is hitting for, you know, however much damage she's hitting for, charging up really fast. Frigg charging up really fast, hitting really big with the detonation of the domain. Also that 20% hits hard. Meryl just comes in and 15k, 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 20k, 15k, you know, 100, you know, 100,000. The 20%. Frigg 3 stars hitting for 40k, whatever. I mean, it all adds up. It really does. As long as you are playing to the strength of the character, which is frost weapons and discharge. So you want to have, again, high charge equals high damage. Because the more you can proc this, the more damage you're going to do. It's free damage just for using a discharge with an ice weapon. Also, keep in mind, this wasn't even team play. With team play, I'm getting 40% more damage, or, you know, 30% more damage than this. So that's how I'm getting, you know, 100,000, 300,000 Meryl smacks and everything like that, is because of that extra 30% and everything there. So again, I hope this was informative. I hope this described kind of how to best rotate and to showcase that you don't need perfect matrices to be able to do things with these characters. 1-star Frigg would be cool. Is okay. You're not going to be getting this damage, which is a lot of free damage, but even the 1-star is pretty good. If you don't have Frigg at least 1-star and Tsubasa at least 1-star and Meryl at least 1-star, you're probably going to have a lot tougher of a time, I'll be honest. But I do think that the best way to play with Frigg is to run with at least Meryl and Frigg, and ideally with Tsubasa if you can properly rotate with buffs and everything like that, which I didn't probably showcase the best, as I was trying to make a video at the same time. When I'm in the zone by myself, I'm min-maxing my timers with, skills and stuff like that, but trying to make the video, I'm just showing you. So again, I hope this was informative and kind of explained my idea, and I hope you learned something. And good luck with your pulls, and good luck with your matrices, and good luck with your team comps, and everything that you want to do in this game. And have a good day. Bye.